Greetings humans, Spinning Mantis here with a different kind of video. We're going to talk about some League of Legends today. Now I don't play a lot of Summoner's Rift, but I do play a whole lot of ARAM. That's all random, all middle. It's sort of a fun, shorter game where it's all team fights. But a lot of people like to have Smurf accounts or secondary accounts just for ARAM, and this video is going to be my suggestions on what champions to unlock or purchase on your secondary or Smurf account just for ARAM. Now the strategy is don't have a huge amount of champions to pick from, and then you wind up getting ones that you really like more often. It's a fun way to play. I have 40 champions now, and I've probably played 60 champions, and I think there's over 140 now, so I haven't played literally half of the champions, but these are my observations from playing in hundreds of ARAM matches and observing who does the best. Now these are all going to be selections that can carry a game. These are ones that you're going to be able to get an S or an S plus on. First one is Vayne, super strong in the game right now. Basically you do want to build her as Thunderlords. You can even use a static shiv with her in ARAM. You will get good splash damage on that. She's generally a single target person, but if you have Thunderlords going on and a static shiv and maybe a Runin's Hurricane, you will be kicking some butt, and you can definitely get games where you've got high 20s in kills with only 4 or 5 deaths. Get yourself an S or an S plus. Let's go back just to the marksman. So Vayne can carry hard in ARAM, as can Jhin right here. Really good at laying down damage. His traps work great in ARAM. His ultimate curtain call is awesome in ARAM. ARAM is often about finishing people off when they're low. Some people can do it with tower dives. Jhin can do it with his ultimate curtain call. Really good in ARAM. You can definitely get 20 plus kill games with very few deaths with him. Next, the first 6 are all going to be ADCs or marksmen. Next one's going to be Ashe. Ashe is great. She's been strong this year. She's an Olds champion, but what's great about her is her ultimate is an awesome engage. You can actually spam volley and hit lots of people, take big chunks out of like their entire team, and then you can use your Ranger's focus for hunting people down as well as escaping. She is an excellent champion who can get a ton of kills. Again, you're going to build all of these champions the same way. Heavy crit, Runin's Hurricane. I like to go static shiv, especially if I'm the only ADC, and going Thunderlords. All of these I have like a high win percentage with in ARAM, and I generally can kind of rock or carry a game. Now there's going to be situations where you have no tank or you have no support or you just get a bunch of bunk champions with you, but these are the champions that will give you a great chance. Basically any ADC you can't go wrong with. They're all good. I also like Misfortune. What's great about her in ARAM is that her Make It Rain is a really good way to slow a whole group of people down. Her ultimate bullet time is really good if you can catch an entire team in it, especially if you combo an ult with someone else. Misfortune can definitely carry hard in ARAM. And then the next one we've got is Ezreal. Ezreal is really good in ARAM because of his mixture of damage. His ult is good for finishing off like a bunch of people running away at low health. His ult can take them out. He's got good escapes with his little teleport. He is really strong. He can lay down a lot of hurt on single targets too. But Ezreal can be excellent in ARAM. And then the 6th and final ADC I'm going to recommend for ARAM, and she is strong in the game in general, is Caitlyn. Caitlyn, again, has sort of the traps, which she can use to basically dominate the bushes so people can't hide. She gets all that extra damage when people do walk into her traps, and her ultimate is great for finishing off those people who are trying to hide behind towers and stuff like that. So Caitlyn is also very, very strong, a good pick in ARAM, and all of these are going to be good in. They're all good in Summoner's Rift right now too, but those are just six favorite ADC marksmen. You can literally play any of these. I don't like Graves, Kog'Maw, Kindred, Draven as much, Azir. People can do good with Jace, but I don't personally play her. People can do with Jinx, and I don't personally play her. Same with Callista. Sivir can be okay. I actually do enjoy Tristana, but the six ADCs that I gave you are really strong. You can't go wrong with that. If you had to throw a couple extra in there, it wouldn't hurt. Varus can be good. Tristana can be good. Sivir can be good. Twitch can be good. Pretty much any long-range ADC can carry a game in ARAM. But I gave you my six top ones, which were Ashe, Caitlyn, Ezreal, Jhin, Misfortune, and Vayne. And so now we're going to go ahead and take a look at some of the other characters that I think are really strong. You should highly consider adding these to your arsenal because they can really be awesome. So Annie is so good in ARAM if you know how to play her. You basically can use your fire shield. You can spam that. It costs like almost no mana, and get your stun up, and then stun the whole group with Tibbers. She is really great in ARAM. I've had many games with Annie where I'm like 24, 4, and 30 or something. So Annie is super strong. I would highly recommend adding her as your first non ADC. Another great mage for ARAM is Cassiopeia. Basically, she can poison large groups of people, and then with that twin fang, once you got someone poisoned, she can just finish people off. She is really great for ARAM. She can screw up a whole team, and then her ultimate, the Petrifying Gaze, is really good for team fights also. So Cassiopeia is super strong in ARAM. And then, who else do we got on this list here? Oh, I know who we got. Where is she at? Lux. Lux can really dominate ARAM. She does have skill shots. It doesn't matter. Like, she is awesome. She's not that hard to play. I really enjoy playing Lux. She has an AoE slow. She can capture two people. Her ult is great at finishing people off. Lux is super strong in ARAM. Consider having her on your ARAM Smurf account. And then got another mage who's really sort of out of favor in Summoner's Rift, but most people know that he is awesome in ARAM. Get Vigar, or Vagar. I don't know how to say his name exactly, but he is awesome. He can drop a ton of damage down, and then his event horizon, sometimes it could catch an entire team. You can really carry hard. And then he's also building his AP stacks by attacking champions and killing minions with his Q. He is excellent in ARAM. Who else we got here? Okay, so the next one. A lot of people like him in ARAM, and I do too. I actually have the most time on this character of all characters. I hate to say it. I've only been playing for a year, but I have most of my time in. I'm level like 5 or rank 5 as Teemo. He was the only character I had for a very long time. He he can carry a game in ARAM. Basically, you gotta know how to play him, though. You gotta know how to play him, and you gotta get to level 6 quick. Get those noxious traps going. Go ahead and build crazy, crazy, crazy amounts of AP. And I also like to build Runin's Hurricane on him, and because he actually will put his poison effect on multiple enemies at the same time when you're running Runins. So that is a great way to screw up a team with a Teemo. Once the team fight starts, drop a mushroom in the middle of the fight and then start blasting away with your auto attack with Runins, and basically you're applying huge amounts of poison to everybody. Yeah, build attack speed, Runins with him, ton of AP. He can be excellent and carry a game kind of hard in ARAM, so I would suggest Teemo. And then as our last pick, one, two, three, four, five, six. Looks like I got Caitlyn on this twice here. So, I mean, Blitz and stuff is good. I'm sure all these champions in their own way, like some of the champions like Vi and Katarina. Katarina would be really strong. I don't play Katarina personally, so I'm not going to include her in this list. But same with like Rengar. If you know how to play Rengar really good, he can be super strong. I remember who our last person is. Our last person is going to be good old Malphite. Now, that's the only tank I'm recommending. I mean, Garen can be good, Darius can be good, Nautilus can be good, but Malphite for that ult. His ult is amazing. Unstoppable force. He flies into a team fight, knocks everybody up, causes all sorts of issues. Malphite is my tank of choice, who can actually get a lot of kills. A lot of tanks in ARAM don't get a ton of kills. Malphite actually can go ahead and get a lot of kills. Now, I seem to be missing one because I had Caitlyn written down twice. Let's just make sure we're not forgetting one of our 12. So we've got Annie, Cassiopeia, of our mages, Lux, Vigar, and then I have Malphite. I wonder who the last one was. I do enjoy playing Sona a lot. Sona, but again, she's probably not going to carry in kills. Lulu is really strong. She's probably not going to carry in kills. Morgana, really strong. Not necessarily going to carry in kills. Janna, really strong. Not necessarily going to carry in kills. Yeah, maybe the last one was, I don't have any assassins on here. I don't play assassins. But if you go with the ADCs I recommended, as well as the mages and that tank, that is 11 or 12 characters that you can pick from for a very strong ARAM performance. Of course, you'll have to deal with the weekly free champions in the rotation, but when you've got a good core nucleus of your extra champions, you are bound to get something good, especially with your 2 rerolls. I do hope that this is helpful to some people out there if they're thinking about getting into ARAM, or if they're thinking about starting a Smurf account specifically for ARAM. This is one way that you can put the odds in your favor to be playing a champion that is going to be useful in ARAM and give you a chance to carry big with a 20 plus kill game and a 4 or 5 to 1 KDR. If you want to see more League of Legends on this channel, I would really appreciate it if you like the video, subscribe to the channel. Please comment below. Let me know who you think are the best champions in ARAM, who you love to get in ARAM. And we can talk about it, and maybe we'll make some more League of Legends videos. Anyway, that is going to be all for now. Spinning Mats out. Namaste.